Hello, good morning, everyone. I am Karen Yankovich. I'm here with Nicola Wilkes, and hang on, let me jump in. So now you can see our faces. This is the series that I've started doing. How do you make $1,000 today? And I started to do this series. This is, I think, the third or fourth video. I started to do this series kind of in response to some of the despair that I was seeing around people that might be out of work, or their work shifted, or they needed to pivot in their business. And this is a topic that I've been teaching for years. I did a podcast on this years ago, or a couple of years ago, on and I had a mastermind that I was in where we used to kind of poke each other every now and then when we had just a little bit of, if we were stressed or not doing what we wanted to do in our business, we'd be like, all right, so tomorrow you need to make that. How can you make $1,000 tomorrow? So we would challenge each other to do it, and it would happen more often than not. So we're live streaming across multiple platforms. And today we have our very first guest, the lovely Nicola Wilkes, who I met. We've been masterminding for years, but I got to meet in person a few weeks ago, which was so fun, at probably the last event on the planet before the world shut down, PodFest Multimedia Expo. So Nikki, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much. And yeah, it feels weird to say that just a few weeks ago we were in Orlando at a conference. So yeah, that feels really strange. But I'm so glad we did, because now we get to do this, and we know that we can bring so much by chatting. So for those of you that I've not met, I'm a business coach, and I work primarily with businesses to create mindset shifts and how they see their business, customers, and how basically we do business. So I'm really excited to be chatting to you today.
Yeah. So those of you that are watching on Facebook, we're broadcasting this to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We can see if you comment on Facebook, but we can't always see who you are. So somebody's saying good morning, but I don't know who it is that's saying that. So if you want us to know who you are, leave your name, or you have to log into StreamYard, which I'm not quite sure how to do. So good morning to those of us wishing us good morning. And Nikki's a mindset coach, and I'm going to let her tell you more about that. But really, this whole series is about mindset, right? We're here in the US, they're talking about passing a stimulus bill where everybody gets checks or many people get checks for $1,000. And I love that. I'm certainly not going to suggest that we don't do that. Nor do I have the power to do so, right? But I think that there's lots of ways we could kind of go inside of ourselves and really find the place that I think this is our time. I think this is our time to go inside and say, what is my zone of genius? What can I be doing right now that will serve not only the world, but that will serve me and serve my family abundantly? And maybe you have the time now that you didn't have before to make some shifts. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're twice as busy and you have to really figure this stuff out quickly, right? If you're homeschooling your kids and whatever. So, but it really does come down to mindset. You can stay home and say, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm not getting a paycheck. Or you can say, what can I do to make $1,000 today? So that's why I thought it would be great to kind of kick off our guests with Nikki. So Nikki, tell us, I'm going to let you jump in and kind of take the reins here.
I know. So I knew that if you got me on here, you would want me to come at this from a mindset place. And that's exactly where you can start creating shifts almost without realizing it. So this is amazing. You should get a double hit. So the way I want to tackle this is, yeah, it's a mindset piece, but how can you make $1,000 today? So what I always want to know from my clients when they start working with me is, are they available to receiving more? And it's kind of a funny question. What it means is I want to expand their mind to almost be receiving these amazing gifts of extra work, new clients, almost when they're not looking for it. And in the situation that we find ourselves in right now, we need to get super, super good at it. So I work on the basis we're all unique, right? We've all got this unique set of skills. And at a time like this, when so many of us have had work cancelled, just like that, I mean, I am not exempt from this. We have to look at what we've got. What have we got to share? And what have we got in our skill set, in our bag of tricks that we can use and utilize really, really quickly? And the way that the mindset piece comes in to making how do you make $1,000 today is it's really holistic in a way. It's almost not that difficult. So I've got a really great story that I want to share with you to show you how you can do this. So I've been having loads of conversations with clients, with friends, with family. All of my family are self-employed. And my brother is a chiropractor. So here in the UK, he's got a clinic that obviously he's had to shut, along with all of these other businesses. And his business thrives on seeing people in person. So he rang me yesterday and he said, how are you? He came down and we were talking. He said, I had a shower and I came in and sat with my little boy. And I just thought, okay, I'm going to just start making up this homeschooling thing like so many of us are doing. And he reverted to what he knows and loves. So he started teaching him about the body. And for some, and his little boy loved it. And for some reason, he said he set his phone up and he clicked record. And at the end of that, again, and this is not my brother typically, he sent it to a friend and he said, Jack might want to watch this. His friend really quickly came back and said to him, wow, that was amazing. Can you do another one tomorrow? Who sent it to another friend, to another friend, to another friend. Now my little boy is watching them. And they are so good, these videos. Like think of Joe Wicks. And the exercise, and this is like my brother's daily anatomy class that these 5, 6, 7-year-olds are loving. But my brother's like, it's not going to make me money. So then, because we were talking about this, I got thinking, I was like, well, how could he make money from this? Because all of the health coaches, fitness coaches, I don't know, stylists out there, we all know that we record videos and we put them out. We can maybe bundle them together at the minute and create an offer and a more incentive. We can do that. But how do people that rely on in-person consultations make money? So I just had this idea then as I was wandering about my house that my brother could kind of at the end of the video say, guys, if your kids have loved watching this video that I've made about the human body and how it works using the skeleton, whilst they're watching it tomorrow, why don't you book a $25 home office audit with me where I'll go around your office and say, maybe your chair's at the wrong height, maybe if swap it for a Swiss ball, if we do this, if we do that, and also a really quick health audit. Whilst your child's just watching that 10, 15-minute video, he only has to convert 40 clients in one day, and that's $1,000. And it doesn't feel forced. It's genuine because these people are now working at home. They have to look at how are they sitting at their desk? Are they getting enough breaks? You know, what does their work schedule look like? So how can they structure their day to ensure that all of those chiropractic treatments they've had with him don't go down the drain? And also he's going to gain a whole load of new followers.
That's so true. That's so true. Because, you know, what we need to remember is these are people that need him, right? They've been going to him as, or they know of him as a chiropractor, and they want to stay healthy, or they wouldn't have a chiropractor in their life, right? That they listen to, that they follow. And now they're faced with, you know, am I in the right chair? Am I going to bed at night like achy? And why am I achy? Is it, you know, because I'm now sitting, maybe, you know, I work from home, so I have an office chair that I definitely need to replace because I know it's not great for me. But maybe you're sitting in your dining room chair, right? And there's, you know, maybe little pillows you could use, or I don't know, whatever a chiropractor might help with. And for $25, if that's going to increase your ability to function, your ability to be successful, and your ability to sleep at night, I mean, who wouldn't do that, right? And I think you can very easily find 40 people to do that. You can charge $50 and only have to find 20 people, right? So, and I think that's
maths, yeah.
Exactly. I love that. And you can probably take that concept to other places, right? Like it's not, you don't have to be a chiropractor to do that. What other kinds of like clients, do you know, or industries or skills and expertise do you think you can take that same model to?
I mean, you could just go across the board with this. I mean, I tend to coach people in more creative industries, or where they do tend to run their businesses online. So like I say, there's health coaches, there's fitness coaches, I coach fashion stylists, makeup artists. You know, there's so many different ways now. Got even a hairdresser. Let's take somewhere where I really can't think. I'm going to talk this through live right now. So a hairdresser. Okay,
perfect. I love it.
I'm putting myself on the spot here. People physically can't go there. They also can't go to people's houses. So what are people going to do? What are those people that really care about their highlight hair growth coming through what are they going to do? So what if hairdressers kind of got on and said, you know, I hear you, I get it, I wish I could come to your houses, but what about, these are all the different, if you pay me, I don't know, $20, I can give you a consultation and I will tell you which stores online you can order X, Y, and Z hair color from. This is how you do it. They could also film some tutorials, which people could maybe just pay $5 for. I mean, imagine how many women do that. Like so many different ways that we can.
So, you know what, I actually heard of a hairdresser that was creating custom packages for their clients. Like, so she would order all the hair color delivered to her house. And then she would say, okay, I know based on you that you are this color with these things. And she would put it together and then mail it to them so that they would have these little kits of their exact color. And then you could then charge them like $50 maybe to teach them how to do it themselves temporarily, right? So I love this. I love this. And here's the thing that, you know, you knew this was coming, you guys that are listening. I think that what you have to do though, is in order to get people, especially people that might be new to your world, to really trust you, you've got to let them know you're worth their money. Right. And that's really why I think now more than ever, we should be looking at our LinkedIn profile, looking at our digital footprints, making sure that when people are Googling us, because they are Googling us, that's all they're doing. Right. We've got our phones in our hands all the time now. You got to show up, you have to show up in a way that really makes you shine, that really lets the world know that you're worthy of their money, right? And here's the other thing that I think is really important, Nikki, and tell me if you agree. I think that there's going to be a lot of people also that are going to say, okay, I want more from you, right? Like, so your brother, maybe your brother has these people that are now doing these $25 things, but there's going to be a subset of people that say, oh my gosh, this is so important to me right now, because if I lose all the work we've done so far, I can't afford on so many levels to go back. What if I paid you $500, a week or a month or whatever? So what I've been doing is, and that's, you can see it at the bottom here now, I've actually been helping people create what is their bigger offer, right? I want you to make these lower end offers to get that $1,000 today, but I want you to understand that a percentage of the people that you do this for are going to want more from you. And I want you to know how to do that. I want you to know that you can, I want you to be ready with what the answer is to, what if I want more from you? Right. And I know, Nikki, you help people with that too. So I would love for anybody that wants me to help them brainstorm what their $5,000 offer is to join me at the live workshop I'm doing. I think right now it's every Wednesday, so tomorrow. And you can join the free workshop at your5koffer.com. Nikki, how are you helping people reboot or pivot their businesses as they go through these new times we're dealing with?
So we're still working on loads of stuff, but what we've done straight away is, for the month of April, we've got 2 levels of calls. I've got one for existing and past clients joining a mastermind, where every Thursday we're going to log on for 2 hours together. But I've also got at 2 p.m. GMT time, so I'm not quite sure what that works out where you are, but 2 p.m. GMT time, anyone that's never worked with me before and would love to or has thought about it can join a group coaching call where I'm going to talk you through some mindset shifts we can create. We're going to brainstorm together. I mean, I've already got an amazing group of people that I know joining us, so they're welcome to do that. I'm also offering free 1-hour discovery calls, which are just, the goal. You should just take them, because it's an hour to just strategize and brainstorm where you're at right now and where you want to be. When I say where you want to be, because you're talking about creating the next higher level package, which is so key that we don't stop thinking like this, because this will pass. The current is moving underneath us right now, as Brené Brown said the other night on an Instagram live, and it really hit home for me. It will pass under us. So we have to take stock of where we're at, which is, how do we make $1,000 today? Where do we need to be? So think forward to your high ticket offer. Don't give up now. Get in a mastermind group. Get on, say, Karen's course. Get in these courses where all of the people that are so committed to still having a business at the end of this are going to forward plan, and they're going to come up with, okay, this is our new normal right now. But once we come out of this, there's going to be a boom. So you want to be ready with your high ticket offer.
Absolutely.
You want to be ready to
absolutely. So, I was talking to a mutual friend of ours, Sloan Craig, who is my CFO for my business. And we were talking about how people are a little bit afraid to take that step right now or to invest in themselves and she said to me, and I was like, this has got to be the name of your next course. She said to me, Karen, this is the moment that millionaires are made. I was like, oh my God. Right? I was like, Simone, stop right there. Write that down. That is the name. Because if you're the person that sits back and go, I'm screwed. That's it. You know, where's my unemployment check? Where's my $1,000 from the government? I'm not going to judge you for that, but you are not going to be our next millionaire. And I also saw a post, and I'm going to do some research on it before I do tomorrow's video, about the last recession was when Uber exploded and Airbnb exploded. And, you know, all these creative ideas come from when we have a new normal, right? So I love that you said that, Nikki, because I think that it really is about our mindset, and to know that if you stop and say, what can I do to make $1,000 today? I'm not waiting for my check from whoever. I need $1,000 and I need it today. I know you can do it. And that's why I'm doing this series, to help people come up with some creative ideas to do that. So thank you so much for being here. You all need to take Nikki up on her offer of a complimentary call, because she's a genius. And those of you that met Nikki at PodFest a couple of weeks ago, where she came from the UK to Orlando, and she did some laser coaching sessions with people, I know they're still reeling from them. So I know she's got some really good stuff.
Just email.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Just email info@seriouslystylishdbusiness.co.uk to get your slot. I didn't mention that, so that's all you have to do. But
yeah, well, we'll put it in the comments underneath this video. But say that one more time.
So it's email info@seriouslystylishbusiness.co.uk to book your slot. You'll get a link to my calendar to book your free 1-hour discovery call. But thank you guys for listening.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I will, I'll be back tomorrow. Nikki, thanks for being here. We'll be following up with you as well.